SAPD has training programs in place for its officers designed to eliminate unnecessary force. But even with that training, an Eyewitness News photographer got video early Friday morning of this.
Anybody that wore a uniform was a target.
In 2012, San Antonio police officer Gary Nell was featured in an Eyewitness News story on diversity on the force of the San Antonio Police Department.
I get called Australian, New Zealand, I'm just about Irish.
The native of South Africa told us Americans have a good relationship with police. But around 12:30 Friday morning, an Eyewitness News camera captured a different side of Officer Gary Nell. The man pushed onto the hood of an SAPD patrol vehicle is 29-year-old Kenneth Rourke. Rourke is accused of driving drunk, running a red light at the intersection of Camden and Brooklyn, and crashing his vehicle into another car. The suspect, who is seen holding his left shoulder, also appears to briefly pass out in the street. Police say he may have been faking a seizure or passed out after mixing prescription pills with alcohol. Moments later, paramedics got Rourke to stand. It appears he said something to Nell or tried to spit on the officer. Nell reacted.
I probably looked at it maybe about 10 times, and you can see that the guy actually rocks his head like he's getting ready to spit. You're not trained on how to defend yourself if somebody's going to spit on you.
Police Union President Mike Kelly told the I-Team under the circumstances, Nell's reaction appears justified. The officer wrote he grabbed Rourke after the suspect leaned in as if to headbutt him. Nell failed to mention Rourke tried to spit on him. It's a third-degree felony in Texas to spit on a peace officer. Rourke's mugshot shows injuries to the right side of his head. He was charged with DWI and now faces additional charges of resisting arrest and assault on a public servant. Witnesses say he kicked Officer Nell in the head during processing downtown.
And it's rough, and certainly when you're dealing with somebody that's on drugs or they're intoxicated and they're not very compliant, and it's an ugly part of the job that people don't like to know.
Chief Anthony Trevino refused several requests from the I-Team for an interview, but did release a statement saying Officer Nell broke a tooth during the processing of Rourke. Chief Trevino writes, "We are looking into the incident at the crash scene separately. The case is ongoing." Rourke's criminal history includes multiple arrests for drug possession, evading arrest, and driving on a suspended license. We attempted to reach Rourke yesterday, but his phone was disconnected.